Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are here for episode number 7, 6, one of them. And before we get into the shows tonight, so we've got 2 shows, so there'll be our final 2 shows ahead of NWA Revolution Rumble, what you can see right here. And obviously we'll finalise the card for Revolution Rumble 2. We did say last episode, we're going to do a little bit of a cleanup, because we do not need 68 wrestlers right now. And if I'm being honest, there's a lot of people that we're just either never going to use, or we're literally just using them for the sake of filling pre-show, and that's money I don't want to spend. So we might as well be spending our money and losing money, because we have lost money back-to-back months now, on people that we actually want to use, and people that, in my opinion, will actually help us. So there's a few people that I'm more than happy to sack off right now. There's quite a few, well, not quite a few, there's a couple of people that I brought in that I'm kind of thinking, I don't really have a place for you, so see ya. So we're gonna go through that now. It shouldn't take too long, I hope. I have made a few not signings, but I've thrown a few contracts out, so I'll show you who I'm looking to bring in. First, Sean Spears, looking to bring him in. There was a reason for that. He can team with Aaron Stevens, which could be something that we do, because we are making some changes to Black Glove management. And of course, you know, he's got pretty good in-ring skills. His popularity is fairly decent for kind of where we are, which sucks. I mean, 30 popularity, I'm like, yeah. And I think he'll just be a good addition. He can do face, heel, he can do both. So yeah, that should be interesting. Marty Bell is, reason for bringing her in is she's Alison Kay's tag team partner, the Hex. They do a lot of stuff together if you've seen either of their Twitters or Instagrams. And yeah, it's just another female tag team, which is something we want to try and build out and flesh out a little bit. We did bring in Delmi Exo as well. I'll show you her afterwards. She's already on the roster. We've thrown a contract to Bailey, mainly because I was looking for people that have higher popularity than our company popularity, and obviously we've got none of them on our roster right now. So I was just thinking we need to bring in 1 or 2 stars that we can just throw into random main events for now, and they can just boost our scores. And there wasn't much to pick from, to be honest, and Bailey was there, and I was like, oh, her contract's running out, let's see what WWE are offering her. So I go to negotiate, and there's no rival offers, which means we are the only company in the game that have offered her a deal. You can see the deal here, handshake deal just for a year. The minimum she would take was 1510, which is a lot, to be fair, but she's got 60 pop, so you know. And then 30 merchandise is the minimum she would take as well, given that she's a huge star. But yeah, look at these numbers. If we can get Bailey in, that would be pretty cool. And then finally, this guy, Corey Orndorff. Don't worry if you've never heard of him. He's a regen. He's one of these new workers, young lions that have come in already. We're in November and a new guy's come in. He came in as unemployed, which is random. Let's just check. Yeah. But he's come in with the 65 pop to begin with, which I think is really random. Oh, here we go. Trained at the W Performance Center, but they never signed him. But 65 pop is what he's just entered the game in. His stats aren't the best, but he's got good charisma and good microphone. So if anything, he could just be a promo guy for now. Well, I'm assuming he's fake. Is he fake? Is he? I don't know. Is that a Corey Orndorff picture? We can't hover over it. Doesn't tell us what that name is. We'll search Corey Orndorff, someone else's picture pack. But yeah, he's got crazy high pop. He would be our most popular wrestler on our roster. And yeah, he can do okay in the ring, but he's mostly like a promo charisma guy. Mad resilience for some reason. And yeah, if we can get him in, then we'll use him for a while. I don't really like using regens too much in my games, unless we get to a point where we have to, or we unearth a star. But he could be a fun one. We have negotiated with him. He said our offer's not being seriously considered, but he's only been offered handshake deals, and usually people just say yes to all handshake deals. So yeah, as you can see here, 1850 was the minimum he would take, and a 35 cut of the merchandise was also the minimum. But he was like, I would accept this offer, but MLW are offering me $3,000, and I'm like, I'm not giving you $3,000, buddy. So yeah, we'll bring it. If he doesn't come in, I don't really mind. But I just figured, like, why the hell is this guy come out of nowhere? And why is he not signed somewhere? So yeah, let's just quickly check if Corey Orndorff is a real person. Easiest way, Corey, because if it is, that's a terrible picture. No, he's not. Okay, cool. The good thing about regens as well is you can just change their picture to whatever you want. So it said he was a former NFL basketball player, football player. We've got a bunch of like just fake faces here that I've added from multiple different picture packs. So, you know, pick a random one of these. Oh, that guy was cool. Wait, where was that? This guy. 966. That's what we want. 966. Let's make a note. 966. I quite like that picture. That is what Corey Orndorff is going to look like if we sign him. But back to the main focus of the beginning of this episode. We're going to go through the roster and we're going to start releasing people. I'm not going to give my reason for all of them. Most of them are going to be I either don't see myself using them at all, I don't think they're good enough, or actually no, just those two reasons. So yeah, let's just go through one at a time. Oh, we also brought in Alicia Atu, I don't know what her name is, just because I wanted a backstage person, like a personality backstage to do interviews, you know, like Renee Paquette, you know, someone like that, Kathy Kelly. So I brought her in. Her microphone skills are okay, you know, 69, 65, all of that. Her popularity is okay too, and she was like the most affordable option. So we've got her in for any backstage interviews. So yeah, let's just go through these. Hopefully there's not going to be too many people to get rid of. Big Bill. I'm getting rid of Big Bill, mainly because I love Big Bill. He's one of my favorites. He's an awesome character, but I've got nothing for him. And for me, after, you know, using him once or twice, he doesn't feel NWA. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm releasing Big Bill. Billy Corgan's here. How much is he earning? $4,300 a month for someone that we don't use. What? Can he be an announcer? Let's talk to him. Bro, do you want to be an announcer? No. Do you want to be a color commentator? No. Okay, well, you can go. I don't care if Robert King's upset. Oh, Nick Aldis is going to be upset. It'll cost me 25k. What, is he under Ironclad? Whoa. No. Is it Ironclad? So 4,300 per month. He's got 8 months left. So we would have to pay it out. It's 25. Do you know what? It's 25k. See you later, mate. Okay, here, this is where it gets interesting. So you can see we've got Damage, but we've got no Carnage. That's because Carnage has taken his mask off. We'll address it at some point. But Damage, Rodney Mack. I love Rodney Mack. I think he's, look at that look. He's got such a strong look. But unfortunately, he is doo-doo in the ring. Jazz is not going to be happy, but that's fine, because Jazz is another one that's going to go. But let's just keep going through these. Damien 666. Is anyone going to be annoyed if we get rid of him? Okay, Bestia is, so we'll keep hold of Damien for now. Dean Matardi, another one. Sorry, mate. Can't see myself using you. Here's Delmi Exo, who we have brought in to tag team with, I think it's her sister, Ashley Vox. I think they're sisters. I might be wrong. Diona Prazo, we're yet to use her, but, you know, she's going to be awesome as and when we do pick her up. We've also done some new pictures, guys. Are there any more here? Yeah, Brian Keith. We brought in Brian Keith. And that's a new picture I made myself. Brady Pierce as well. We've got him a new picture. I like Brady Pierce. We're keeping hold of him. Yeah, I've done quite a few new pictures in this save. I like to make my own because sometimes I feel like the picture packs, especially for a company like NWA, completely forgotten. And all of Pretty Empowered don't look like Pretty Empowered. You'll see when we get to the rest of them. But yeah, let's keep going. Flip stays, Fred stays, Gags the Gimp stays, because I just want to use him for fun at some point. Giselle stays, Jay stays, Jazz, get out of here. Jeff Jarrett stays, obviously. Joe Alonso, new pick, he stays. Joe Galley, Janela, Clearwater, get out of here. Josh Alexander, new pick. Camille, Kenzie Paige, new pick. See, it actually looks like Kenzie now. Kerry Morton stays. Kylie Paige, new pick. She stays. Leon Ruffin, new pick. He stays. Lisa Veron, we'll keep her for a little bit. Luke Hawks, see you later. Don't worry if you're upset, PJ. You're going next. Macy Estrella stays. Maddie stays. Marshall. Oh, here we go. There's a... Is it Marsh Rocket or Marche Rocket? I might just call him Rocket, to be honest. But that's what he looks like under the mask. Not very threatening, but his in-ring skills were better than the other guy. So I might just have him and Aaron Stevens and maybe find a third person to join them. They can still be Black Glove Management, but just, you know, slightly different feel to them. Matt Cardona, of course, he stays. Matt Seidel, Mecca Wolf, Melina, Mickey, Mike, Mr. Kate, Moose, Mr. Tom, Natalia Markova, new picture, actually looks like her now. Eva Marie, release. Sorry, guys, she's gone. She's gone, get over it. She's gone. Odinson, go. See you later. Might regret that because I do kind of like him, but got nothing for him. PJ, fuck off. Who else? I'm being as ruthless as possible, you know. Pollo Del Mar. If Thrill Billy doesn't get annoyed at this, Pollo's going. Because I'm keeping Thrill Billy. Where were we? There we go. Paige runs out. QT Marshall stays. Ricky Morton. Sure, while Kerry Morton's here. And he's also a road agent, so yeah, double duty. Robert King's annoyed at us. He gets paid 60 per thing. If we give him like 500 quid, is he just going to shut up? 500 is not enough. Get to give you 1,000. You're still annoyed. Another 1,000. No, that's bullshit. You're not having any more money. You can suck a dick. Oh, this is going to pay me, but the Freemans are going, both of them. Goodbye, Rolando. And when we get to Rush, you'll be going as well. So let's carry on from here. QT, yeah, Roderick Ross. Roxy, Riley Rocket. Goodbye. Oh, shut up, Ricky Morton. Oh, here we go. They're all going to be pissed. Don't care. Roxy, I just think she's the worst of the 4. She's also the one that I've got the least interest in. So make of that what you will. Rush Freeman. Goodbye. I think that might nearly be everyone. Scott Armstrong, Sean Maluta stays, Steph stays, Stephen. Terrell and Terrence, yes. Oh no, Terrence is going to be annoyed that I'm getting rid of Terrell. What do I do? That's what I do. Steph DeLanda, Stephen L. Tessa Blanchard. Just keeping her until she gets so angry she leaves. Tom Latimer, I really want to get rid of Tom Latimer, but I won't. Thrill Billy stays, Tim Storm stays. The final one to get rid of. Velvet Sky. Excellent decision. Oh, Bully Ray, thank you for popping up. Bye-bye. Forgot about him. Yeah, he costs way too much money to just be a road agent. Velvet Sky as well is someone that doesn't really have that many skills. She's an announcer, but she's not very good. Also, in real life, I believe she has left NWA. So if we want some kind of continuity, there's that. Okay, because of that, we've now got 54, which is a little bit healthier. Still quite a lot, but not too bad. Looking at our stables, Black Glove Management, we will have to find someone to join them, I guess. Caribbean Call is still good. Pretty Empowered, they're a good threesome. We might be adding a 4th to them. Not saying who, but we might be. The Bomb-I-A Fight Club. It's Bomb-I-A, guys, not Bomb-I. I don't know why that's escaped me so much. I don't know why I kept saying Bomb-I. Like, I watch MLW. I watch Alex Kane. He says it 24/7. Chosen Ones is, building. The Southern Six, sure. I mean, we got rid of the little boy that was with them. But anyways, the Spectaculars are, of course, no more. Brady Pierce is now solo, like he is in real life. And then looking at teams, we're still doing quite well on teams. We've given people some new names, so I'll go through them too. So we've got the Bomb-I-A Fight Club, Alex Kane and Mr. Tom. La Rebelión, as you know. M95, as you know. Matt Cardona and Steph DeLanda. Pretty Empowered. There's just the one Pretty Empowered now. Because the Paige sisters are, of course, the Paige sisters. QT Marshall and Stephen Amell. Skulk, sorry. Apparently this is what they were called at Evolve. They were in a faction with 2 other guys. I looked up the 2 other guys. They're terrible. Not signing them. So they're just the one and only Skulk. Strictly Business, Strong Rednecks, Team C Stars, Ash Fox and Delmi Exo. The Colognes, the Mortons, the Paige sisters, the Rebounders. I came up with that idea myself. I don't know. It sounds cool. I feel like that would be a cool name for them. The Rock and Roll Express. You know, we're going to have to use them at some point. I feel like it'd be quite funny. And then we've got the Split Factor. What do you guys think of that? Because, you know, Melina does the splits going into the ring. She also does that split move. And from what I remember, Giselle Shaw does either a split-legged moonsault or something similar. So I don't know. The Split Factor? Who knows? Anyways. Then we've got the Von Erichs, and then, of course, good old Triple J, Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. We will, of course, add new teams as we get them. So, of course, Sean Spears will probably link up with Aaron Stevens and Marche Rocket. Marsh Rocket? Who knows? Marty Bella will have, of course, formed the Hex with Alison Kay. Bailey, if she signs, I doubt she'll be in a team. Corey Orndorff, though, we could pair him with someone. He's got great charisma. We could find someone that's got shit charisma. Boom, match made in heaven. But yeah, that I believe is everything that I wanted to address before we jump into the shows. I don't know how long I've been recording for, but yeah. Let's jump straight into the third show of the month, where we will delve into what the hell a Revolution Rumble is. So I'll see you guys there. Okay, and here we are for the first show in this episode, and the penultimate? Is penultimate the last or the second to last? Either way, it's the show before the last show before Revolution Rumble. I don't know why I do this to myself. But we've got a pretty fun one here. We've got Kerry Morton in his first appearance of the series / first title defense of the series, and La Rebelión have been given a challenge ahead of Revolution Rumble. Triple J actually, have set a tag team title match saying, let's see if you can lose the belts before we even get to the pay-per-view. So they are in action tonight against a new look Black Glove management. And then in between that, we got a bunch of fun things too. We also do have the explaining of how we're going to do Revolution Rumble, but we'll get to that when we get to that. We are in the pre-show right now, just the one pre-show match. I realised I'm doing quite a few pre-show matches, which obviously is costing money, and we don't really need to. So I'm going to stick to just maybe the one pre-show match for now, going forward, but we will see what happens from then on. And it is the Paige sisters, Kylie and Kenzie Paige, taking on Team C-Stars of Ash Vox and Delmi Exo. A good old family affair, family against family. And in a pre-show match that had decent wrestling, but not much heat, it is the Paige sisters that get the win. They defeat Team C-Stars in 14-12 when Kenzie Paige pins Delmi Exo. And it's got a 44, which actually is pretty good. Kylie definitely the weak link, that's fair enough, that's expected. Kenzie doing really well, a lot better than what she's done previously. And Delmi and Ash Fox both starting really well as a good old little tag team. Kylie with 33, Kenzie 43, and then Delmi and Ash 45 and 46. And Delmi's gimmick is the Galaxy Delmi God. We use the Undergod gimmick apparently, but losses do not damage her popularity as much as usual, which, isn't that bad because she just suffered a loss. Decent little match here. The future of our NWA division is right here. Everyone here I think is like 26 and younger, so awesome. And these two especially, I think one of them's 25, one's like 20. The future is here, as long as I keep hold of them and don't get bored and throw them away. Either way, that's the final and only pre-show match. We open with the NWA Junior Heavyweight Championship match. It's Kerry Morton defending against Matt Seidel. 45. Okay, not too bad, not too good though. In a decent match, it is Kerry Morton that gets the win. He defeats Matt Seidel in 15 minutes by submission, making defense number 19 of his NWA Junior Heavyweight title. Matt Seidel was really off his game, which sucks because I was hoping this would be the 55, 56 plus boosted match that would kind of carry the show, but being off his game, he got 46, but a 45 overall, which, given the fact that it's a 38 and a 46, that's actually not too bad. But Kerry Morton defends and just says, what, bring them all at me, I'll take everyone on, all these new signings. He may regret that, because I'm sure there'll be a host of other lightweight talent that will be looking to take him on. Good defense from Kerry Morton. Not the best showing from him, but his pop isn't the best. So maybe when the pop goes up, as does everything else. Following on from this, though, we saw 2/3 of Pretty Empowered earlier. We're seeing all three now. So Kenzie, Kylie, and Ella Envy challenge. They set the challenge to Macy Estrella. They said, we're sick of you, teasing us, trying to bully us. Just because we're younger than you, we may have less experience, doesn't mean that we're beneath you. So at Revolution Rumble, the three of us are going to be there, and we are going to be waiting for you in the ring, Macy, in trios action. So good luck finding not 3 women, good luck finding 2 more women who even want to partner with you, because you better, otherwise it's going to be a pretty one-sided affair. So it looks like Pretty Empowered are sick of being, you know, teased and picked on by Macy Estrella, who, of course, you know, has come into NWA and just kind of blown everyone out of the water that she's come across. So it looks like Macy's going to have to find herself some tag team partners to take on Pretty Empowered, or she might want to do it alone. You never know. But that is a match that has been confirmed for Revolution Rumble. Macy Estrella and 2 partners of her choosing, should she get them, against Kenzie, Kylie, and Ella Envy of Pretty Empowered. A nice 56 rated segment. Macy's just great on the mic. You know, you can see here, had the crowd in the palm of her hands the entire time. So yeah, awesome little segment here. Following on from this, we've got the debut of Alicia Fox, who I thought would get a little bit more higher rating. You know, fine. She debuts her interview queen gimmick. Nice. And it got across as very good. Awesome. Let's just look at that. Standard gimmick. Nice, nice, nice. And she is with Jeff Jarrett as they explain the rules behind Revolution Rumble. So, NWA Revolution Rumble will kick off with 2 back-to-back battle royales. They will be 2 10-man battle royales each. The winner of each battle royale will go to the sub-main event, the co-main event, because our main event is Matt Cardona taking on Stephen Amell in singles action. So the winner of the first 10-man battle royal will face the winner of the second 10-man battle royal. And the winner of that match will have a guaranteed NWA World's Heavyweight Championship match at our New Year pay-per-view. So that is, you know, pretty big prize. Kind of like a shitty Royal Rumble, I guess. Although this is kind of a bit more interesting because to actually win, you need to pin your opponent rather than just throw him over the top rope. So yeah, very, very exciting. Looking forward to it. I hope I've got enough talent to make those battle royales work. Otherwise, not going to be the best. But that is how it's going to work. Because in real life, I think it's a 23-man battle royale. And then when you get down to the final 2, it then becomes a singles match, you know, pin submission. Obviously, the game mechanics in TEW don't allow us to do that, as far as I'm aware. So I'm just going to split it. 2 10-man battle royales. Winner of those 2, they have a match at the end of the show, or towards the end of the show. So that is the Revolution Rumble. Moving on, we head back to the ring, and Tessa Blanchard is about to lose another match. But against who? The debuting Paige Van Zandt, who actually will be leaving us in a very short while. So I figured I'd give her a run out just to see what she's like, because of course, if she's not very good, we can just let her go because she's going off to do MMA anyway. But she did pretty well here. At 48, she defeats Tessa Blanchard by submission. Her gimmick, her 12-gauge gimmick, came across as poor though, which is not very good. We'll have to take a look at that soon, because it gives a penalty to charisma and you get penalized for losing against all of these people and penalized in lengthy matches. Okay, so lengthy in my eyes is anything more than 15 minutes. So we'll have to maybe trial and error that. But a nice big win for Paige Van Zandt. Tessa Blanchard is still yet to come to me and say, I don't want to work here anymore. So we'll have to wait and see how long that will take before, you know, she just completely gives up and leaves. Moving on from this, though, we are building up to our main event. It is La Rebelión, our NWA World Tag Team Champions, who will be taking on the new look Black Glove Management. And Aaron Stevens is right here to introduce that new look. I mean, we've all seen it, but, you know, the crowd haven't. And Aaron Stevens is here with the unmasked Carnage, who he is, you know, dubbing the ultimate Carnage. You know, he has been freed from his shackles of the mask. And it is, in fact, Marche Rocket. I looked it up. It's Marche Rocket, who is here. He is free and he is ready to dominate. So Aaron Stevens and Marche Rocket will be teaming up to take on La Rebelión in our main event, which is up next. Oh, 61. Nice. And in a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, La Rebelión, of course they do, they get the win in 14 minutes when Bestia 666 pins Aaron Stevens with the La Valaguesa. That means La Rebelión are still our NWA World Tag Team Champions, and that is defense number 15. Can they make it 16 at Revolution Rumble? In terms of ring work, Bestia got a 71, my boy. Mecha Wolf with a 60, nice. Marche Rocket with a 50, good. And Aaron Stevens with a 38, not the best. I do think I'm going to put Sean Spears with these guys, so it might be a team of Marche Rocket and Sean Spears with Aaron Stevens as the manager, but we'll see. And yeah, really good main event, 61. That should boost our final, show rating so that we get a rise in popularity. And just post-match, as La Rebelión are celebrating, Jeff Jarrett comes out one final time with Jay Lethal and says, boys, this is your last chance. Join the chosen ones and work for me, or your life is going to be made hell at Revolution Rumble. To which Bestia and Mecha Wolf just, simply flip the bird. They put their fingers up at Jeff Jarrett, who says, right, that's it. Revolution Rumble, those titles will be gone. We are going to choose the ultimate opponents to face you in a no disqualification hardcore match. You boys are not going to be walking the same way after we are done with you. And Jeff and Jay, leave, really angry and frustrated. So they've got a plan. They have a plan to dethrone Bestia 666 and Mecha Wolf. Can they overcome that? We're going to have to wait till Revolution Rumble. But that is how we end the show. It does say next segment because we've got a post-show segment. And it's Macy Estrella talking to her new tag team partners for the match against Pretty Empowered. Melina and Giselle, our women's tag team champions, have decided to align with Macy Estrella, our women's TV champion, to take on Pretty Empowered. Now that is a pretty powerful team right there. So Pretty Empowered have got a lot to do if they want to overcome not just the women's TV champion, but the women's tag team champions too. And that is how it's 78. Whoa, I only just saw that. Why didn't I put this on the show? So annoying. Anyways, this is a post show, so it doesn't count towards the final score. But yeah, let's finish the show, see how we did. 56, nice. I'll take that for now. We're getting better, or we're at least averaging mid to high 50s now, so I'll take that with the odd 60 something rated match. But yeah, decent match here. We got the announcement of Pretty Empowered will be taking on Melina, Giselle, and mine's gone blank. She's right in front of me. Macy Estrella. That's going to be happening. La Rebelion's World Tag Team Championship match still stands at Revolution Rumble. No disqualification hardcore match against two members of the roster of Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal's choosing. And the Revolution Rumble looks set to be going ahead and looks set to be very, very exciting. And yeah, that's the end of this one. Let's book the week 4 show and I will see you guys there in a moment. And here we are for the final NWA Power show before Revolution Rumble. We will do a rundown of the Revolution Rumble card at the end of this episode, but we're here, we're focused, let's get this show in. 542 people have come to the Charles F. Dodge City Centre. We jumped away from the loft because apparently it said we were expecting like 690 people and the loft only allows 650. So I went an arena up and only 500 people have come. So we've just wasted more money on a bigger venue that we didn't need to. Either way, we're in the pre-show and if anything, this just further cements that I probably shouldn't keep either of these people. Tom Latimer is poo. I'm tempted to just get rid of him and then just pay Kamille off so she's not upset because he's just never going to get used. Is he? No, he's not. Brady Pierce as well. I thought I'd give him a run, and 28, my guy. I mean, he's young. I'll keep him around. He can job to people in the pre-show. We'll see. We will see. Anyways, yeah, poor pre-show match. Well, terrible, actually, pre-show match. Tom Latimer gets the win. He defeats Brady Pierce with the curb stomp. This man was our champion when I start. Oh, poor champions. Anyways, let's jump straight into the main show where we actually start with another title match. People we haven't seen in a little while. It is the Colognes taking on the Von Erichs in a United States Tag Team title match. And in a decent opening match, it is the Colognes that get the win. Of course they do. The Von Erichs lose in 1622 when Eddie Colon defeats Marshall Von Erich with the Shining Star. This is defense number 1 of their NWA United States Tag Team titles. Looking at the numbers here, Eddie Colon with a 49, Orlando with a 52, Ross with a 44 and Marshall with a 47. We've got all of the tag team bonuses you could wish for. Plus, Carlito is ringside doing some excellent work. And yeah, 53 overall. I'll take that. Got the show off to a strong start. Win, win, win. Can't complain. Following on from this, though, we head backstage and QT Marshall was cutting a promo to the camera saying that he plans on entering the Revolution Rumble. He plans on winning the Revolution Rumble. So that way he can win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship match, or at least have a match with his best friend Stephen Amell in the new year, because, you know, he's pretty confident that Stephen Amell is going to win. And that way he can keep hold of his national title without having to, of course, give it up to get that world's title shot. So it seems like QT and Stephen Amell have it all figured out. If Stephen fails at Revolution Rumble, don't worry, because QT is apparently going to win it. So the pressure is going to remain on Matt Cardona for as long as possible. Nice little segment here, 54. I will take it. Following on from this, though, we are back in the ring where Mickie James has a nice little warm-up match ahead of her title match at Revolution Rumble. And she defeats Natalia Markova in 9 minutes with the Mickie DT. Mickie James with a 49, Natalia Markova with a 31, and a 45 rating overall. Not bad. I'll take it. Post-match, though, Mickie James is celebrating when Kamille comes out and just stands at the top of the ramp, or at the curtain, because I don't think there's a ramp in NWA right now, and just lifts her title up, just being like, you can't beat me. No one can beat me. And Mickie James is like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to beat you. And she like wags her finger. But yeah, this should be a really good match. Kamille, Mickie James. I'm very excited to see that happen. Do you guys remember when Mickie James returned to NXT? Who did she face? Was it Asuka? Was it Asuka? No. Yeah? Yeah. It was Asuka, right? I can't remember. But remember, she returned to NXT and everyone was like, oh, Mickie James is in an NXT women's title match. Come on, she's old. She's well past it. And then we had that match and it was like, oh shit, Mickie James is still really good. Yeah, love Mickie James. If you don't love Mickie James, you're wrong. Moving on from this, though, we head backstage, I believe. We do, and Matt Cardona is out on the floor. He has been beaten up by Stephen Amell. QT Marshall has done nothing. He's simply sitting back, holding his title and laughing as Stephen Amell just beats the living shit out of Matt Cardona. Just says, not a real wrestler, huh? Not a real wrestler. How's this? How's this? Does this feel real enough for you? And then he just leans down and just says, I'll see you at Revolution Rumble. So a very vicious side of Stephen Amell. You know, he's not here to play around. He's not here, you know, to make money, because of course we're not giving him much. He's here just for the pure love of wrestling and competition, and is a little bit cheesed off. The respect probably isn't there. So hopefully he can earn that respect in the ring, not by beating people up backstage. So Revolution Rumble, it should be a super fun main event. Stephen Amell versus Matt Cardona. And finally, I believe we've got one final segment for this one. A nice kind of easy breezy. Let's get it through. It's Nick Aldis in competition against AR Fox. 2 members that will be in the Revolution Rumble. And in a pretty good main event match, it is Nick Aldis that gets the win in 12 minutes by defeating AR Fox with the Tormentum. AR Fox, probably one of our best in-ring people, to be fair. He's always outshining whoever he loses against, so we're going to have to start giving him some wins. Putting in a really good performance here. Nick Aldis gets the win. Of course, Nick Aldis, someone who's used to NWA, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to want to win that Revolution Rumble and get himself a title opportunity. But yeah, 62 rated main event. Love that. Got the crowd buzzing. And that is how we end this one. Let's see how we did. 59. Awesome. I'll take it. Nice, easy breezy show ahead of our Revolution Rumble main event show, pay-per-view, whatever you want to bloody call it. But yeah, while I've got you here, let's just quickly run through the card. So we're going to open the show with 2 back-to-back 10-man battle royales. The winner of those 2 battle royales will be in the co-main event later on in the evening. But in between that, we're going to have the 6-man tag or 6-woman tag of Pretty Empowered taking on the Split Factor, Giselle Shaw and Melina Perez, and Macy Estrella, our TV champion. We will also have La Rebellion's no disqualification hardcore tag team title match where Triple J will choose their opponents. Very much looking forward to seeing who Jeff Jarrett has up his sleeve. We've also got, as you can see teased here, the women's title match of Mickie James and Kamille. That should be a really, really good one. I think that's it. And then, of course, we've got the main event, Stephen Amell taking on our NWA World Champion, Matt Cardona, for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. So not every title is being defended at Revolution Rumble. We haven't had the time to build enough storylines. I don't just want to throw a random junior heavyweight title match, although the plan is to get the title off Kerry Morton soon. Just trying to find the right person. But yeah, we should see a whole host of debuts at NWA Power, because any of the male talent that's yet to debut will of course probably be in those Revolution Rumble matches. And as of right now, as of this recording, I've got no idea who I want to win the Revolution Rumble. So I'm going to have to sit back and think about that. So yeah, that's the end of this one, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. The next episode will just be the Revolution Rumble. Really excited to book it. Really excited to see how we kind of map our growth, because I'm hoping that each match is going to be semi-decent. It's a risky match by throwing 2 battle royales of potentially, you know, random people that don't have very good numbers. We'll have to see. But either way, that's it for this one, guys. So please like, comment, subscribe, share, do it all, please. And I will see you all at Revolution Rumble.